This segment is sponsored by Kent District Library. Lest you were wondering what a treasure we all have with KDL, our local library system, here is further proof. The library offers Storytimes, a chance for the whole family to enjoy stories, movement, and rhymes that develop early literacy skills and encourage the love of reading. Katie Blakesley is an administrative assistant at KDL, but she is here wearing her mom hat today to share her family's experience with KDL Storytimes. Hi, Katie.
Hi there.
You wrote a wonderful column for the KDL website talking about what your family receives from participating in Storytimes. Would you share some of that with us?
Yes, absolutely. In a lot of ways, my children, I have a 4-year-old and a 2-year-old. They've been going to story times their entire life, whether with me or their grandma. I work part-time at the library, so we often find a story time on my day off and go there. But I also like receiving little pictures of them at story time when I'm at work. And it's just been a great way for me to feel like I'm engaging with my children on another level, in a way that does not, it doesn't cost me money, but
It's all
also
free.
it doesn't leave me exhausted as a mom either. And I just get to see them like developing this really great relationship with the library, which is like so important to me.
Yeah, for sure. What do you think it is that your kids like about the Storytime experience?
I have noticed, with every child there, it's just very obvious this place is for them. And they definitely pick up on that. I think the fact that they are invited and encouraged to learn with their bodies, it's definitely not a place where they come in and have to sit quietly and just listen, but they are dancing, they're singing, they're touching their toes. And I've just seen like so much joy from my children there. I think that just excites them that it's for them.
And as a parent, there are values that also come from the experience beyond their joy, which is, obviously number one. But this is really promoting early literacy skills. Talk a bit about, as a parent, the gift of this experience for your kids.
Yeah, so as a mom, but I admit as working at the library, I am well aware that these youth librarians have devoted their entire career to early child development. So when I'm there, I'm learning and paying attention myself for things that I can take home. I've noticed my husband and I read to our kids before they go to bed at night, but we will pick up different things from being at story time just from that, whether it's how we point out the pictures on the page or for myself, just being more patient with those wiggles and that sometimes the way that they engage with the material is showing excitement with their body in that way. And I think also it's not just story. I mentioned dance and singing, but there's also some story types incorporate sensory bins. So just learning more about where my children are actually at in their development, paying attention to that so that outside of the library, I can also encourage that in my own time with them has
Yeah,
been
that's
really
nice.
important to me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
KDL has some new play spaces in their branches. Can you tell me about that?
I am so excited for them on multiple levels. They are our Wonder Nook spaces. Every single branch, all 20 of our branches, has a brand new one. They are designed with early childhood development in mind. So they are encouraging imaginative play, interactive play, and those social emotional skills of collaboration with other kids. What's really unique and cool about them is that depending on your branch or wherever you go in the KDL system, every single Wonder Nook is going to have its own custom piece that is reflective of the community that it's in. So, just to name a few, there's a tree house in Caledonia, there's a fire truck in Comstock Park. We are really excited to go to a trading post and there's a spaceship. There's just so many. My family is going to choose a different location every single week this spring and summer and just try a new one and
Very
create it.
nice. Okay,
Yeah.
well, we want to let folks know you can see a full schedule of KDL story times on their website, kdl.com. Click on events and then story times. Thank you so much, Katie.
Thank you for having